Welcome back to 616 Toy Reviews. This is Aaron here.
This is Christian.
We're here looking at the Mezco 112 series, Pose, Play, and Display Deadpool. We'll see you soon. Welcome back to 616 Toy Reviews. This is Aaron here.
This is Christian.
We're here looking at the Mezco 112 series Deadpool. It's a 6-inch scale. Obviously 112 being the scale. I gotta say he's looking pretty good. But we'll start out with the articulation.
Alright. So for articulation, he can his arm can go up about that much without it looking all kind of wrinkled. The cloth kind of hinders it. He's got a double bend at the elbow, wrist swivel. Can crunch forward about that far. Can't really crunch back because of the swords. His head can look up that far. Looks down really good. Can kick that far forward because of the hinder of the holsters and the cloth. Double bend at the knee. He's got a swivel at the top of his leg. Not really so much for the ankle pivot, and he can't kick forward, but his foot can go back about that far.
So it kind of sounds like a not perfect articulation, really. But it's a different concept because the traditional action figures, they're all plastic. They draw on the outfit or color on the outfit. It's not, they paint it on. It's not the same as what Mezco is doing here. So you can't even really call it a paint and sculpt. Usually we would do like a paint and sculpt section here. There's not a whole lot. There's a little bit of that, but not a whole lot. So you start off with since he's got cloth, you can't really say much about his body. I'd say all of the implements on his body, though, are really, really good sculpt.
And that black feels like pleather.
Yeah, you're right. It does kind of feel like a rubbery kind of pleather. And you can see that there's a good paint wash in every section of this. Got a lot of detail inside. I mean, if I was going to nitpick, I'd say that the details are they're not always consistent. Like, one thing you can tell they're moving fast. But at the same time, just to have the amount of details inside of where they do have a sculpt on it is amazing. And I mean, everything's removable. You got a whole bunch of different accessories going along with it. You want to go over the accessories real quick?
Yeah. So it comes with hands, 4 sets of grenades, 2 pistols, 2 swords. He's got grenades for the grenade launcher. You can also take the clip out, and you can see the bullet.
Yeah, the color of the bullet. They painted the bullet.
And then you can also, slide that open, put one of the grenades in there. You could also have one of the grenades kind of sticking out like he's scary while he's shooting it. Oh, shit. There goes one of the grenades. Everybody better duck. So for the gun, the pistols, you can see his little Deadpool eye painted on there. Gun clip comes out. Yeah, you can see the bullet for the gun. They fit perfectly in the holster. He can hold the gun perfect in his hand.
Finger goes right into the holes too.
Yeah, that's what she said. Sorry, Deadpool joke there. You can hold it like my partner just said. I mean, look how awesome that looks. Oops. He's got 2 swords.
Really good articulated, or not articulated, but detailed swords too.
Yeah.
They need special hands to hold those.
Yeah.
You got special hands for swords. You don't gotta put it on.
No, I'll show. Just so they can see how tight that looks.
That is cool how it goes on and on. It's pretty simple, easy to put them on and off, it looks like.
And he holds that shit nice and tight. Look at that. See? Doesn't even wobble out. Dropped another grenade. worry about it.
That's what my foot hurts. Explosion down below.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's as far as everything that they did for him is really, really well done. You know, down to the details, the clips coming out, the bullets in the clips being painted, all the details are painted. I think what's going to be interesting is to see how long the clothing lasts. Like, that's one thing that's going to be interesting about these guys, because their price tag is pretty high. So my real question is what is the cost for how long it lasts? I mean, the fabric looks really good quality, so I would almost feel like it's going to last a long time, but, you know, only time will tell about that.
Well, there's other characters like Iron Man who doesn't have the cloth. He has, like, where the actual, like, skin articulation.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And, like, Darkseid, too.
Yeah. Is it like an elastomer or something?
It's just like almost like a regular Marvel Legend.
Oh, okay, got you, yeah. Well, I don't know. It's pretty amazing to me that they try this out. I know I've seen people try to do clothes on figures many times before, and it looks funky.
Almost like a doll.
Yeah, almost like a doll. Yeah, no, but you're right. But this one looks really, really good. I think they did really well. I'm actually very, very impressed with how well proportioned and how the fabric looks like it was scaled down to the right size for him. The weave is really tight, so it looks about right. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So as far as the history of Deadpool, I mean, we'll just go through it real quick. A lot of you know a lot about Deadpool already because of the movies and whatnot, but he started out in New Mutants number 98. You know, he's rolled around with Cable. He's the Merc with the mouth. He's got a big mouth. But the thing I love about him is he's still got a heart, and he's always freaking comical. No matter what he does, he's always comical.
He's kind of between that line of good and bad, depending on the day.
Yeah.
And he's also was inspired from Slade Wilson or Deathstroke. Deadpool's, you know, already know, created by Rob Liefeld.
Yeah, and that's he was basically Marvel's version of Deathstroke. But they did take him in a different direction. Like, Deathstroke is a serious character, whereas, you know, Deadpool is kind of a joker. He kind of fell into his own, especially, I think, when he got his own series and stuff. He started really... And, you know, he's famous for killing Deadpool, kills the Marvel Universe. You know, Deadpool kills, what was it? Deadpool kills Deadpool. Deadpool kills Cable. You know, he's just, he's a really great character.
Deadpool Circle Chase.
Yeah.
Can't forget that one. Classic.
Yeah. Great character. So as far as comparison, we got some other ones to compare him to. Start with Marvel Legends, Toy Biz, Hercules.
Or as I call him, coked up Hercules, because
he's got some white stuff on his face. He's basically a fodder guy, but either way.
There's a bad joke there, but I don't want to get cut off YouTube for the dirty jokes.
No, definitely no dirty jokes right now. But as you can see, as far as size goes, I mean, they're pretty on. That's about right. It seems like that would be right. You know, Hercules is a big guy, so he seems like he would fit really well with all of that. I mean, obviously, the difference in detail and the difference in the fabric and all that, you know, would stand out a little bit, but
it still works.
Yeah, it still works, though. Yeah. Definitely.
Here he is next to this father fucked up bullseye, as I call him. Sorry the language, kids, but can't help.
We'll bleep it in post.
Yeah, there you go. Here he is next to this bullseye who can't really stand. But, you know, Bullseye's another merc that could hang out with Deadpool. You know, they've fought each other. Dark Reign. Old Deadpool story. Too, that they fought.
It goes really well with them. Well, then we got a DC figure. It's a legacy body. It's a custom, though, of course, but it's a legacy body. And as you see, she's a little bit taller than Deadpool.
A little too tall.
A little bit too tall. But, you know, like, yeah. Because he's not really particularly short. And it is almost a little too tall.
It is very...
She could be a little bit taller. I mean, I know this. Harley Quinn's head's a little bit smaller. This is a Harley body. But, yeah, I think it would almost... you know.
Well, you know, them legacy guys were always taller.
Yeah.
Like DC Direct kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't know if I would really put this one with them, but I bet you the icons will go really well with it.
Oh, you know it.
So I guess next is to the rating. So, man, you know, why don't you go with your rating? You looked at them for a lot. Why don't you tell me what you think?
That's kind of hard because, you know, I guess I'd give them a 8 out of 10 just because, you know, when I got them, I didn't really, like, articulate them. I just kind of posed them on my shelf next to my other guys.
I don't know. He's pretty awesome. You know, I've never been a big fan of the cloth guy. The guy who has the cloth outfits, like the Migos and whatnot. But after looking at him, he looks legit. I gotta say, I would own this guy. I mean, the price is really, really expensive. What did you say he was on the?
I paid $100 for him.
So I mean, on the secondary market,
he's still like 80 to 100.
Man, see, so they hold their value. You know, it's an expensive guy, so that's kind of like you got to decide whether or not that price range is for you. But at the same time, if I was gonna say, if you were in for a deluxe figure with all the details, they definitely provided it in this Deadpool. I mean, being that all the pieces here are, you could take them all out. I mean, you could take the shells out of his vest. You know, all the grenades we put on them. You know, on his stuff. You take the guns go in and out the holsters. Swords go in and out of the holsters. Everything on it. Come with 2 heads. Comes with a bunch of different hands, so all the weapons fit in the hands. Man, I'd almost give him because I don't know if the clothes are gonna fail. At this point, I'd give him a 10 out of 10. I really think he's awesome. I think he's legit. And when you compare him to the new Marvel Legends guy, it's kind of like they're in different leagues altogether. So, yeah, I give him a 10 out of 10. What do you think?
Yeah, I gave him an 8.
Yeah, 8 out of 10. Well, the thing is, one thing is difference between me and him is he's had a lot of experience with Mezco guys and a lot more experience with figures than me.
I mean, honestly, in my opinion, too, I mean, I love Deadpool, but to me, I think Deathstroke is a lot cooler because before I ever stumbled upon Deadpool, I saw Deathstroke first and the Teen Titans, and so I guess I'm a little biased.
Yeah. Well, I do love Deadpool. I could complain about one thing, and that's the bright red. Like, I like the darker, a little bit darker. I don't like it to be so, like, bright. But honestly, you know what? Yeah, I stick with my. I like him. I think.
I did just notice too is the reds don't match.
Yeah, they don't match the hands.
And same with the glove.
Yeah, but that's gonna be really hard. Like when you get fabric, matching reds is not easy. So finding the right plastic that's gonna match that is gonna be really hard. Honestly, I think I'd give him a 10 out of 10. I'm a huge Deadpool fan too, so you might be biased, but I've seen every Deadpool figure pretty much out there. I haven't seen the 18-inch NECA Deadpool, but other than that, I've seen him almost every 6-inch one. Every 6-inch one.
Yeah.
I've seen every 6-inch one, and this one is definitely up there.
One point in time, I've pretty much had almost every Deadpool.
Yeah.
But I will also mention there is a X-Force version of him, and there's a red and yellow, or not red and yellow, blue and yellow, the X-Men colors also.
I've never been a big fan of the blue.
So there's 3 of them out there, and I haven't looked the other 2 in person, but from pictures online, I still think classic red and black is the best, and then maybe the X-Men colors.
You know, I'm just impressed with how they did the cloth. All right, well, you know, let's end it there. We'll go with so he gave it an 8 out of 10. I gave it a 10 out of 10. We're split on it for once. It doesn't happen very often. But you know what? Either way, it's a very, very solid figure. I think we both agree with that.
Yeah.
Price tag's a little high. It's $100 for me. Like, I'll be absolutely honest with you. I won't pay $100 for almost any figure. You're getting into Hot Toys range, and if you're going to go into Hot Toys range, you almost might as well go all the way. But at the same time, now that I've seen him, like, now they got me thinking. I don't know. I have to contemplate whether it's a pretty dang nice figure right there. So we'll see you next time at 616 Toy Reviews, and
catch you later. Peace.
peace.